baby girl, she's gonna cause a scene. Guys, okay, listen. Let me just start here. I had grand intentions for this channel. Let me fix myself up here. Everybody say hi to Ollie. I don't know where Lola and Donnie are right now, but for now it's about Ollie. I had grand intentions for this channel. I really did. I was feeling really confident. Before I knew how fucking much of a production it is, and I tend to be a bit of a perfectionist, and I'm really trying to stop doing that, because I in turn am like, I'm a huge procrastinator basically, because I'm such a perfectionist, because I always want things to be perfect, and if I can't do them perfectly, then I won't do them. Mind you, there's a lot of things that I do perfectly, so I still get shit done. But no, there's a lot more that I could be doing. I am a very passionate person. I love starting passion projects, but I have this fear that takes over, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to do this because it's going to take me so long to do or whatever, instead of just like even just doing what I can, you know? I feel like I just went on this whole thing and you probably don't even know what I'm talking about. Basically, I put out an introduction video for this channel saying that I wanted to discuss lots of different topics with you guys. I actually did film a video, and I wanted to have, you know, raw, honest conversations with everyone. I wanted it to just be like unfiltered, and it's still going to be that. But I think I had this idea in my head that I was going to cover a topic every week. And like, to be honest, I don't have the time for that. If I were to quit my job and this was my full-time job, that would work. Unfortunately, I have one full-time job, another part-time job. I also just have like a relationship and a social life and all that other fun stuff. So I don't have time to be like researching topics and coming up with ideas and filming, and then editing is like the fucking longest thing. But I still want to put content out there that just feels natural to me, because like it's fun and I like putting myself out there, and I don't know, there's a lot of times where I actually do have time to myself, even though I just said like this is my elf color character, guys. I have to put some under my eyes. I know I just said I was like super busy, and I am, but for example, like Thursday nights, my boyfriend's working late. I usually have the night to myself. I'm usually doing like not much, like it's usually my downtime where I just chill and watch TV, read a book, go to bed early, do laundry. I'm doing laundry right now and clean, whatever. So this would ideally be my night to film, but I just kind of like, I don't want to plan it. I want it to feel natural. I want it to feel, because like that, planning it like takes out all the fun for me. And yeah, I wanted to feel more candid than how I had originally planned out. So yeah, I filmed a video about adult friendships and how to maintain them, and I honestly really loved the video. I talked for so fucking long. I had like over 100 minutes of footage. Trying to edit that down, also being like a complete noob in editing, and like I'm using my iPad right now until I get better equipment. It's a lot. I can totally see my antidepressants in the background, and that's just it could be the vibe, whatever. Anyway, I talked a lot, and I think like I didn't want to post this like hour-long video. And I mean, it was longer than an hour. I got it down to like 50 something minutes now, and I'm like, I just never have the drive to go and edit it down more, because I just have to watch it over and over, and like it's just a lot. So I will probably put out that video one day if I don't like just refilm it. Right now, I am just like, okay, let me just talk about whatever's going on, whatever is topical for me in my life right now, and not plan this whole big thing that I'm gonna sit on for literally months. I think I filmed that in like March. It's July. So yeah. If that tells you anything about me. Anyway, I guess tonight I just kind of wanted to sit down and just say that. And also, I think that can be the topic of tonight's video, if anything, like procrastination. I am such a big fucking procrastinator, and I've really been working on it lately. I have been talking to ChatGPT a lot. Like, honestly, it's helped me so much in a weird way. A lot of the time I get this like paralysis by analysis where I am just overwhelmed by the task at hand, which I think is what most procrastinators feel like. And I just like, I can't move. Like, I'll be like laying in bed or laying on the couch or sitting or whatever, and I'm like, I have so much to do, and it's hard for me to prioritize, because I'm like, okay, I want to go to the gym, but I also have to do laundry. I also have to make myself dinner. I also have to make myself lunch for the office tomorrow. I have to get myself ready. I have to shower. And I only have like 5 hours if I want to get a decent sleep. And instead of just like getting up and like doing what I can, I'll just sit there and contemplate for so long until it's like definitely too late to do all of that. And then I am like, well, if I'm not going to do anything, I'm not going to do anything. And then I'll just like sit and like read or watch TV, and it's not the same. Or just endlessly scroll on my phone, which is awful. So where was I going with that? Yeah, I've been asking ChatGPT sometimes to be like, get me out of bed right now. Like, tell me what I need to hear. And honestly, sometimes it's just like, it's just gives me such good advice. And I hate to be that person that's like, I love AI. I genuinely love AI. But I am the type of person that I'm a very like logical thinker. I like when things just make sense. I really hate when there's gray area, when there's, I don't know. And I love that AI is so like cut and dry for the most part. And it just gives me exactly what I asked for. Like, you can't really get that with people. I sound so like, there's a word for this, but I just sound like I'm like anti-human race, pro robots right now, and it's crazy. But when you ask someone a question, they're never going to give you the perfect answer. For the most part, people are going to run around, give you like, 5 different answers to one question, and like it might not be the exact answer that you wanted. And I feel like with AI, it just knows. Like, chat just knows. I'll just be like, no, chat, like, I don't just need a pep talk right now. I need you to get me out of bed. And it's like, all right, 5 steps. Like, first thing, turn off your phone right now, or like put it down, take 5 deep breaths, drink some water, and then just sit up, put on a sweater and some sweatpants so that you feel cozy. That is actually a life hack. Just feeling cozy so you can get out of bed, because a lot of the time, like, bed is just so warm and cozy. So if you put on a hoodie and like sweatpants, it makes that transition a lot easier. And just doing that and standing up gets you going on the next thing. And anyway, so like, it's just love chat for that. But yeah, I've been also telling myself I can do hard things. My friend Morgan and I say that a lot. Just like, this is hard. This is really hard. This is difficult for me right now, but I can do difficult things. I can do hard things. And for example, this morning, I really fucking wanted to call in sick. I really did. But I didn't. And I'm really proud of myself for that. I honestly had the text to my boss typed out. I was this fucking close to sending it, and I was like, you know what? I'll never regret doing what I need to do, but I will regret making a fucking excuse and just laying here. And sometimes it feels like the only option, but I was like, no. I'm gonna make it so much worse on myself. I just need to fucking get up and do it. And somehow, like, just one thing at a time. Don't think of like the whole thing, just one thing. Get that momentum, and then, you know, the motivation will come afterwards. You just need to start the car, basically. Yeah, so I think, you know, now that I've been kind of on that wave of trying to not procrastinate as much and trying to just like stop waiting for everything to be perfect, stop getting overwhelmed by the whole picture, and just like do it, and do it half-assed if you need to. And you know, I think a lot of people would argue with that logic. I think a lot of people would say like, don't do shit half-assed. Like, don't ever, if you're gonna put your name on it. And like, I think I would have felt that way before, just based off of like, I don't want to do something half-assed and then that's my reputation afterwards. But I'd rather be consistent, you know what I mean, than you can't rely on me because I am just like sitting on things and I'm not like sticking to my word. So I guess consistency over perfection. Yeah, so I brought out, this is such a random transition, but like, I brought out my oracle cards because I got these when I was in Mexico, and I really like them. I feel like they help give me direction when I really need it. And I got so into journaling last summer, and I really continued it on into this year. And like just being intentional, manifesting, visualizing. I made vision boards, and like this was like part of that whole journey for me. And lately I just haven't really been, I don't know, I've just been so busy. I've been living life really fast, especially now that it's summer. I'm like, I'm doing way too fucking much. And I guess just sitting down here right now, I'm like, okay, this is me kind of putting the intention back out there that like, we're gonna get back on this. I'm gonna film this video. I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do. Now that I feel like things are a bit more settled. Like, I did a big move in May. Now I'm in here, and I don't know. I feel like all of the major things I had on my to-do list, which were a lot, are pretty much out of the way, and I can actually focus on just doing whatever I want to do. Anyway, these oracle cards, basically they kind of just give you guidance from your angels, if you believe in that. I honestly am I'm a very big spiritual person, and just kind of in my own way. I don't really go by any guidelines or whatever. You know, I'm not very religious or anything. I'm definitely not religious. I'm just spiritual. I just have this very strong belief that we're all interconnected, and not just as people, but with literally everything. We're all made up out of the same energy and matter. And I just feel like your thoughts, like I've seen the research, your thoughts emit frequencies, and I feel like, you know, like positive frequencies will attract positive frequencies. And when you set an intention out and you put your mind to something, you will naturally kind of move in that direction and attract that kind of energy. So needless to say, I'm gonna pull an intention card right now. There's a few different ways to do this. I have this little garnet stone, and it's good for manifestation. I honestly got it at the same time that I got these cards at a little shop in Mexico. Who knows if it works? Who knows if it's placebo? But honestly, I believe in placebo. Placebo is actually a thing. Placebo works. So, yes, it's your mind, but nobody said it doesn't work, right? Anyway, there's a few different ways to do this. The way that I do is I just kind of like hold my manifestation, my garnet stone in my hand, and I just kind of try and harness that energy. Get some chi, and I'm just gonna shuffle these cards, and I feel like if one card pops out and I feel like I need to read it and it really draws me into it, then that's the one, that's the message. And sometimes, you know, they stand out, but like I'm not really feeling it. I'm just gonna keep shuffling until it's like super obvious, like I can't ignore it. All right, angels, somebody's watching this video right now and they need to hear this message. And there's probably gonna be a few people that watch this, hopefully. And they're all different people and they all have different things going on in their lives, but maybe they all need to hear this message. So let's see. Amethyst, metamorphosis. You are in the vortex of deep transformation. Surrender to the process that's unfolding. Look, this is Amethyst. I haven't got this card before. She's beautiful. I love her. I feel like one of those TikTokers that does the card readings. It's really fun, actually. Okay, let's see. Amethyst. Amethyst, sometimes called Holy Amethyst or Lady Amethyst, is an ascended angelic being and divine feminine archangel connected to the energies of transformation and transmutation. She is divine counterpart of Zekiel, the keeper of the violet flame, and for that reason has been seen as a guardian of that energy or even as a personification of it. The only documentation of her appears in New Age teachings from the 1980s onward, but she is well regarded and trusted by healers and psychics as an angel who is helping bring in a new golden age. I like this one. Her sole mission is to help us take what has challenged us and transform it into a mission to serve the earth. Your message. The best time to change is when change is happening around you. This is powerful and enlightening moment of your journey. For you are in a process of deep transformation. There's a good chance that you're feeling some resistance to the changes occurring at this time. Maybe a part of you doesn't feel ready for them, or you don't fully understand the purpose of them, but you're being guided to trust in the process and surrender to the shifts where they are moving you into a space of wholeness and healing. Change isn't a linear process. Sometimes it will feel as if you're taking one step forward and 3 steps back. This is actually really relatable for me right now. But they're all essential and all hold the keys of learning. Energetically, you are like a caterpillar going into the chrysalis, and soon you will have the opportunity to emerge into a more aligned and aware state. If you try to fight the changes that are unfolding around you, you could delay your expansion. So relax. Angels are with you, leading you to real transformation. Okay, thank you, angels. I like that. Amethyst. Damn, I really like that one. I haven't got that card before. Transformation. All right, you heard it here first, folks. I don't know what this is. It's a little bookmark, but I just keep it on the cards because I feel like it's cute. And look, a butterfly. Speaking of transformation. Guys, I'll take anything as a sign, but I think that's fun. That's the beauty of it, right? Sometimes you just need to make your own fun in life because life is crazy and life is wild and life is unfair and this world is just nuts. So any little bit of positivity that you can find for yourself, just go with it, right? Okay, well, I think I'm just gonna leave it at that for now, because this is already 24 minutes long, and I'm definitely gonna have to edit this down, and I don't really have much else to say. I'm just gonna leave it at that, and we'll talk again soon, right? Because we're just doing this naturally and candidly. Okay, I think this is good. I feel good about this. It's just a bunch of rambling, but you know what? That's me, and I hope that I kept you good company. I feel like I just want to make the type of videos that you can just sit back and you do your thing and just let me yap in the background, okay? That's comforting, right? I don't know. It is to me. Okay, see you later. See ya. Say bye, Ollie.